hello as I drop my phone.
Hi.
Welcome.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. All right, we're going to give everybody a few minutes to come in to the chat. So give us a few minutes. Say hello. Introduce yourself in the chat. Say hi. I need to make it so that I can see the chat. Right now, I can't
Yes.
see the chat. That would probably be
Yes.
helpful.
And everyone say hi in the chat to our friend Demi.
To Demi
Hey, Demi.
Hi. I'm so glad to be here. So excited to chat about Kingdom of Claw. And actually, it's good that we're doing you did Bones and Claw because, some of the stuff that happens in Claw is so hard to not spoil when I'm talking
I
to
know.
people about the Road of Bones. So
I
this will be a
know.
good chat.
I feel
Awesome.
like as I was writing a lot of this and thinking about what I wanted to talk about tonight, especially not to go there right away, but especially like the whole like Scylla's storyline to like not, especially her love storyline, to not talk about it fully between books 1 and 2 was really tough. Like how
Yeah.
do like I have to fully talk about it. Like I can't stop at book 1, you know?
Yeah.
If
No, they're
I will
really
get deeper, but if you know,
closely
you know.
tied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone has
right.
entered his villain era here.
Oh, yes. He sure has. He sure has.
Oh my gosh. I had
Awesome.
somebody, sometimes I have readers send me messages about how gushing about him. And I had
You're
one
like,
the other day of like a friend. And I was like, I just did the little eyes emoji. Like,
yeah.
what do you say to that? To like come back to me in like 200
Keep
pages.
reading.
You say interesting.
Interesting.
Interesting. Yes.
Eyeballs.
Yep.
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 Eyeball emoji. Okay. Oh, there's the chat. Okay. I was trying to figure out. I couldn't figure out how to look at the chat. Oh, I got it. I'm with it. Hi, everybody. Who's here? Okay, I want to see who's here. Jacinda is here, and Natalie, and
Hey,
Marcia,
girl.
and Lindsay, and Natalie again. Devin. Hi, Devin.
Hi. And I see Victoria's up there.
Look at
Yay.
everybody. Oh my gosh.
So pumped.
Okay, should we maybe let's give it another minute. Let's give it another
Sure.
minute or so.
Sure.
I don't want to leave anybody out. I know, especially for like West Coasters, like potentially getting off work and things like that. So I don't want to leave anybody out here.
I always forget about them.
I forget about the whole West Coast.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh, that's me.
I saw this really funny guy I came across on TikTok earlier today, and he was like talking about his whole thing was like talking about the planets and like why he hates each of the planets in our solar system. And it's obviously like a joke, but it was really, really funny. And then he made one about like how he doesn't like the time zones and how he doesn't believe in any time zone except for Eastern time zone because he's from the Eastern time zone. He's like, so when I was growing up and there would be commercials and they would say like 8-7 central, like why would you even like you don't even say Pacific or Mountain time, so like clearly those times like don't even exist, they're like not even important. And I was, as someone who grew up in East Coast time, I was cracking up laughing like because it's true. Like I think as a kid I don't even realize that there were other time zones because you said 8-7 central. It was just 8, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, for work, I work with so many people on the West Coast that I'm constantly doing the mental math in my head of like, wait, what time is it? Okay, so then for our California team, it's it's this time.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
It just is too much math.
I know when
I
you
do.
sent me the recording time, I did it in reverse. I was like,
Oh.
10:30 is going to be too late for me. And you're like,
no.
All right, girls,
No
I'm in
way.
bed by then.
Jeez.
No way, 10:30.
That was not a good moment for me, but I normally
there.
I'm better. But yeah, the time zone math always gets me.
Oh, and then the guy was like, I don't even want to share commercials with those people. Like they should get their own commercials.
Rude.
Really rude. Tell us
know.
about how you hate Neptune,
It
dude.
was I was cracking up laughing. Oh, it was so funny. I have to send you some of them. Actually, Demi, speaking of TikToks, let's talk about your thirst trap TikTok that you
Oh.
posted earlier today
Demi,
with Mr. Cassander Rurik.
I can't even
Saying
remember what I.
something about like when he shifts into his beast form and he's
Oh.
naked.
Spoiler. Yes.
I was like,
the clothes rip
oh.
and he just doesn't care. He's very like nonchalant about it when that happens.
I mean, I
but
would
then
be
the
if I looked like
audio,
that.
the audio of like, I don't care. I love it. Oh my gosh. I
Yeah.
was cracking up laughing.
He really doesn't care about a whole lot of things except Saga, really. Like
Fair.
I think he might be my favorite.
He's so fun to write.
Hot take.
I never know what he's gonna do. He's just like just does stuff. And then I have to
Okay.
shift all my plans.
Okay.
There's going to be a poll in the chats on who's everybody's favorite.
I know.
'cause everybody's
I
like,
know.
"Cass,
People are saying,
Cass."
I love Cassander. I love Cass. I love Rurik. I love Cass. Okay. We'll
Love
get
it.
into that. I'm pretty sure we have questions about Cass.
We
in
totally
here.
do.
Don't worry,
Yes.
everybody, because I also agree. But I saw your TikTok earlier and I was like, oh, yeah.
She's prepping. She's prepping for us.
I don't care.
I was like really
love
on
it.
the fence about should I like reveal that? But I figured I was vague enough that like hopefully people will forget or be like, I must have had the wrong book or something. And then they'll get to that and be like, oh my gosh.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah.
Wait, someone in the chat said that they finished Dawn of the North today. So we
Oh
have
my
an
gosh.
arc reader in the
Whoa,
house.
I love that.
Whoa.
I've got my arc here. I had to do a listen through of the audiobook and I was like tabbing my favorite parts to do like audio quotes and things. But yeah, it's so funny because I haven't read it for like 6 months. So when it comes to marketing it, I'm like, I forget. I don't know what I'm supposed to. And then I was like, you know what? He is naked a lot in that book.
Let it happen.
And he's just like,
okay.
people are like, where are your pants? And he's like, I don't know. They're shredded.
Fair. Give the
That's
people what
okay.
they want,
Okay.
Demi.
It is kind of inconvenient if when you change form, you're constantly shredding your clothes.
Right? I mean, I feel like, and then I feel like some authors are like, the clothes like reform, like they manifest. I'm like, no, he's going to lose his pants.
He's going to lose his pants. I love it.
And his shirt.
So funny.
Well, we're at
All
it.
right. So, as you guys can tell, I think we're going to go ahead and jump in here. We are structuring book club a little differently than we do our normal podcast. Kelly and Catherine are here, obviously, but I'm going to be kind of
Right.
like leading everything. And then Kelly and Catherine are like, we're calling them like our hype girl and producer. They're going to be fielding audience questions, asking some questions of Demi from the perspective of like from more of an author perspective. But it's just a different way to do book club versus our typical deep dive podcast. So we're trying things out. It's going to be really fun. So let us know. And if anybody has any questions, we are actively monitoring the chat here. So add them in there and we'll see if maybe we can get them in. Okay. All right. And we do have a really fun game at the end and giveaway at the end too.
Ooh, everybody.
Ooh. Okay, so as we always say on the podcast, pour yourself a drink, come escape reality, and let's talk about books, right?
Let's do it.
Specifically, Demi's books this time. We have The Road of Bones. We've got Kingdom of Claw. So, first of all, Demi, I have to say, I have always reading your books been really, really impressed with the amount of research that you have very obviously put into all of your stories. So, I've heard you say in other interviews though that your original setting was medieval and that you were inspired by Iceland. So I would love to hear kind of more about that.
Yeah. So I feel like I started with like characters and story and like the romance first, and I wrote it and I was like, "This is so vanilla." It just had, like there's nothing that really stood out, and I just really love the books where the character feels like or the setting feels like another character, like, it's just so
Mhm.
vivid, and it really, like, dictates the plot because, quirks of that world, and so I was, like, looking for something unique, and I think I was on Facebook, which is funny because 'cause I don't go it's like the bad place, I don't go there anymore. But I
It
saw
is the bad place.
it's like yeah. I was scrolling and like a video of a volcano erupting came in my feed and it was like a drone flying like right over the volcano. And so it
Mm.
stopped me in my tracks and I was like, oh my God, these cameras are insane, first of all, that they can get that close. And then I realized it was in Iceland and it got me thinking like of all the contrasts of Iceland, like um, glaciers and volcanoes, and they have black sand
Mhm.
beaches and these like fields of lupin flowers and just like fjords and canyons. And it just seemed like such a unique place to set a book. And I had never at that point read a book set in Iceland. So I was like, oh, this is like a cool way to stand out. And then I got about a year into putting working Iceland into the book, and that dictated so much, right? Because it dictates like names, location names, um,
Mhm.
and then from there came Vikings. So I did like a deep dive into Vikings and the food and the customs and everything. And then I picked up John Gwynn's Shadow of the Gods, and
Mhm.
his is like a Viking fantasy set in what was very obviously Iceland. And I was like, no. But after like s crisis, I decided I was gonna stay with it, and, like, they're completely different anyway, so
Mhm.
that's kinda how
Yeah.
that came about.
Don't worry, I think there can be more than one book set in Iceland. I think you're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll read it.
Yeah.
So
So
Iceland
do
is
you
probably like, "We need more representation.
so
Talk about
it's
our
not like
island more."
you knew about Vikings or knew about Iceland before. So
no.
you made that decision and then you went down your research rabbit hole.
Yeah, yeah, and
Wow.
you're probably better off doing the research first, but, also, I think that's part of, like, you know, part of discovering your writing process and the world
Yeah.
and the characters. So for me, like, yeah, I needed to be this is such a woo-woo way to say things. I need to be, like, open to an idea or
Mhm.
open to, like, receiving ideas, if that makes sense. So I was open to, like, receiving setting ideas, and that came to me.
Mhm.
So I don't know if that makes sense. Like, so if you're in everyday life and you're not thinking about
Yeah.
setting, I might have just kept scrolling past that volcano. So I was, like, at that point, looking for ideas.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So the last interview I saw with you, you had not been to Iceland yet. Have
Oh
you
my god.
since been to Iceland?
I haven't. So
Come
I'm really
on.
I know, I would love to. But so here's another thing about, being East Coast versus West Coast. It's a lot farther to get there
Yeah.
from West Coast. Like I saw a girl that I used to follow on Instagram. She like hopped on a flight from New York City to Iceland and it was like a 5-hour flight or something. So easy.
Mhm.
Did you go?
I did. I've been to
Yes?
Iceland. Of all the countries
So
I've been to,
jealous.
it is actually my favorite country in the
Oh my
world.
gosh.
You will get there and it will look like Mars. It will look like a place that you have never there's no equivalent to Iceland. Maybe the Scottish Highlands, but it looks so bizarre. You will see miles of black sand beaches and these like Goliath-sized black volcanic boulders, and you're like, "What world am I in?" You have got to
Wow.
go, and I can plan your trip because I have so many ideas for you.
She was
I
texting us,
so
Demi.
love
She was
to.
like, "If Demi needs a travel agent,
I got you.
Oh my
Catherine
gosh.
volunteers."
No, I wanna go
One
so bad. My kids
You
need to
have
get a little bit
to.
older.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
We're just in, like, a difficult traveling age.
Mm.
It's hard like, I travel without my husband, and then I feel so bad, like, I got to go to a trip to Italy, and then I was like, "Well, I'm going to Italy, I'm gonna stay for, like, 10 days, I'm gonna go do Rome, I'm gonna do, Pompeii," and I felt so
Mhm.
guilty being there without him while he was home with the kids. Um, but yeah, my kids are just they're not in a good travel age right
That's
now.
tough. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jacinda in our chat said, for me, it was the men with braids and beards that really sold me.
Yes,
I
Jacinda.
like
do
that.
it.
I like that. Okay. So, what about the language? How much research did you have to do when it came to language?
So language was hard, because
I bet.
Icelandic is not.
Yeah.
It's even evolved a lot from like Norwegian and like Swedish, like mainland Scandinavian. It's evolved so much. So um, Icelandic is supposed to be closest to Old Norse. So I kind of used like Old Norse and Icelandic interchangeably. But I did. I'm trying to think. Like I think I used Google Translate quite a bit, but then obviously like I don't put any faith in that. So I followed that up by once everything was done, I like verified like the meaning and like the location names that those were like appropriate with a native Icelandic speaker. And he also did like audio files for me so that I could give those to my narrator because some of the
Okay.
words in Google Translate they're not correct.
They're
They're not
insane.
pronounced. Yeah. No, like and then there's things like masculine and feminine. I don't think that was a problem for Icelandic. That was an issue for Russian. uh
Yeah.
Masculine and feminine, like the entire word will change. So yeah, that was definitely trickier and like added a layer of complexity. But I also think that when you have those names, it really like roots you in a new world. So
Yeah, I was going to ask you, like, how many of the names and places did you have to make up
oh
versus
my gosh.
were like historically accurate or
All of them. I made up.
all
So
of them? Okay.
okay, so for the character names, I made the mistake of picking a couple of modern Icelandic names and then getting really attached to them. So like Jonas is obviously like derived from John, and that is like uh Christian name. So that would have been actually toward the end of the Viking Age. And Rainier is a modern Icelandic name as well. But I was like, nope, they're Jonas and Rainier now. Like I can't change them. But so for the other names, I really did try to go for Old Norse / Viking Age names. So like Sigrun and Gunnar, those are both like classic,
And they're
names.
so
Yeah.
Right? There's
Gunnar and
Gunnar and
Viking.
yeah.
They're
Sigrun,
gonna be
yeah.
attractive because the name is attractive.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh. The funny thing is like there were so many variations of Thor in names. So there'll be like Thorin, Thorstill, Thorgod, Thor. And there was one household and they had 5 children. I was reading this in one of the Icelandic sagas and it was like Thor this, Thor that, Thor that, Thor that, and Snorri. I was like,
Oh,
why Snorri?
adopted.
Reach the end of the line.
This is
Yeah.
not
We
worthy
have-
of the Thor name.
We've run
apparently.
out of Thor names.
But do you have a Thor?
No.
I was
No,
gonna say I
have
don't remember a Thor character.
I have a Thrand, which I kind of feel like gives me like Brad vibes or Chad. He's like the Brad of the
Oh.
Vikings.
The Brad of the Vikings.
Yeah, that's who I think. He's the Brad / Chad of the Vikings.
Oh my God,
That's
that's
so funny.
hilarious.
His nickname is Longsword. You'll meet him in
Okay.
Roots of Darkness.
Okay.
Jacinda, Jacinda's like, is he the longsword Viking?
Is he the longsword?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
Brad
literally a
Longsword.
frat boy.
He is a frat boy.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
So
but like,
speaking, okay, go ahead now. Keep going.
oh, I was gonna say that Ilias and Gunnar, I was like, I didn't know what to make of these 2 characters at first until I came up with the idea to make them basically like frat bro Vikings. They're always drinking and fighting and like trying to one up each other. And
Yep.
so
That's awesome.
they were inspired by frat bros.
I love it. I love it.
I have to say too, I'm obsessed with Isla Jacobs and the way that she narrates the like I would be reading and listening and I would go back to be like, wait, I'm reading this part. There's a new name. I have to find the audiobook because I need to hear her say the names in my head. And it's just so cool. It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, she's so good. And
Yeah.
when I was listening to her narrate Dawn of the North, I was like, like when you hear her narrate some of these characters in these scenes, like she gives them life in a different
Yeah.
way than just text.
Yes, she's so
I love
great.
that. I love that it's magic for you too, as the author, to hear
It
it.
is.
And it like I can see as an author hearing your own words and hearing it's like and you hear so many actors saying that they can't watch their own movies, right? So I could see how as an author that would be tough, but as an author hearing that you can listen to your audiobooks because there's so much magic in the narrator, I think that's cool.
Yeah.
I hear a lot of authors say they can't listen to their own audiobooks, and I'm like, why not? It's like,
Right.
especially, I think the part of the big reward is characters like Cassander, when you actually get to hear his accent, it's
Mhm.
like so much fun. I do get asked sometimes, like, why did I not get a male narrator to do the male parts? And I always get dual and duet confused. But so since it was like my first series, I wasn't going to get the, where they talk at the same time.
Mhm.
And I have like a big problem when men narrate the women's parts. I
Yeah.
hate it when they do the woman's voice. It's like, how can I take you seriously? So that's why I went with just like single narration. And
Yeah.
I think Isla does such a
She's
good job on the male
fantastic.
voices.
Yeah. Yeah, she does.
Yeah. Okay, so
Because you can tell it's supposed to be a different character and that it's a male character, but it's not trying too hard either,
Mhm.
right? Like
Yeah.
it's the perfect mix.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead, Lindsay.
Okay, so speaking of making up names, I would like to chat with you about the historical accuracy of insults in the book because I think they might be some of my favorite moments in the book. So I have compiled a list of
Oh
my
my gosh.
favorite insults that I would like to read out loud here. This is going to be fun. Okay.
I'm going to see if I can put them on the screen as you go. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
The first, obviously, Kunta.
Kunta.
Is Kunta
Wonder what that is.
historically accurate insult?
I don't think it's historically accurate. I think that's a modern insult. But they have
What about
also, like,
shite eating Kunta? Or shite shoveling Kunta?
oh my gosh. I don't actually know which ones would be historically accurate. I like honestly came up with a lot of the that's coming up on the screen now.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I had to come up with some creative
love
ones
them.
there.
Mala's flaming tits.
Yep.
Okay, I mean, that's not historically accurate, obviously.
Right,
but,
obviously, right.
They were pretty vulgar in their insults, so I was
cussing arse badgers.
Honestly, that one's my favorite. Arse badger. Top level insult. I'm gonna call anybody that angers me an arse badger.
An arse
No,
badger.
My favorite is the last one on Lindsay's list, so I can't wait till we get
I'm
to that
saving
one.
it. I'm saving it.
That's my
Yep.
favorite one of all
Yes,
time.
okay.
I LOL'd in the shower at that one.
Habrook's hairy arse. Anything's hairy arse. Fabulous. Habrook's bollocks. Fabulous. I'm glad they didn't go to hairy bollocks next and combine those two. That's great.
That might be in a future book.
Okay. Twig arms. Loaf eater.
That's actually historically accurate. Loaf eater. Yeah, okay. Not for Vikings per se, but in like medieval England. So I actually read an entire book on curses, and it did not help me at all. But like, it was really interesting. On like
What
the
was the
evolution
name?
of cursing.
What's a loaf eater then? Please
It was
tell
like
me more.
Somebody who was like lower class and all they could afford was loaves, apparently. I don't know. Maybe there's some fancy bread they couldn't afford.
You loaf
So,
eater.
At least they could
Fancy
get
way
bread.
of saying
like,
you're poor, and I'm going to
You're
mock
poor.
you for it.
Yes.
I guess.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay. Eelhead, which obviously comes from Saga, I think, and that's like the best she could come up with was an eel head.
Yeah.
Right? Mutton head, bog brain, and my very favorite, sheep running son of a shite beetle.
Yes.
That was Ilias.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Just
Yeah.
Shite beetle. Anything of a shite beetle. Like
Yeah.
it's just so good.
running son of a shite
Son of a
beetle.
shite beetle.
So now that
Son
we're
of a
talking
shite
about
beetle.
it, something is coming back to me, and that is that this one Viking insult that stuck with me, and it's called a hearthfire, like a hearthfire fool, and it's someone who just lazes by the hearthfire. That was
Which
their
is
kind of
funny
insult. Like
because
you hearthfire
hearthfire
fool.
thoughts are such like a
Yeah.
positive
Yeah.
phrase in your book.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
But there was
Hearthfire fool.
the Viking culture was all about like manliness, and you gotta like go kill as many people as you can, and you bring home the glory. And it was definitely you're sitting by the
Sheep-rutting
hearthfire.
son of a shite beetle.
Yes.
So know that in future books, Lindsay in particular is sitting with a notepad, giggling and writing down
Yep.
all of the creative insults that the
Oh my
Blood
gosh.
Axe crew throws at each other.
Yes.
My
To
favorite
text
from
our
Dawn
group
of-
thread about
Yes.
it.
Yes.
My favorite from Dawn of the North was she called someone a preening turnip. I was like, I don't know where that came from, but I liked that.
A preening turnip. Okay.
So good.
But amongst all of those creative insults, you are telling me that the best name that Ray can come up with is horse.
Yeah. I don't
Ray.
know where that even came from. That was like one of the first things I knew about him was that his
It's
horse was
horse.
named Horse.
He
I don't
can
know.
call someone all of these things, but his horse is just horse.
Yep. But
Okay.
he loves her so much, even though he'd never tell you
Yes.
that. Like even I feel like him calling her Horse is a way to like pretend that he cares about her less.
Mm.
Maybe he's like trying to shield himself from ridicule or something. I don't know.
Right.
I'm calling
And
her
then we
beautiful
obviously we get brown
sunshine.
horse, but brown horse changes. So,
Mhm.
but I
Yep.
love that it becomes brown horse. Well, fine, I'll name her brown horse for a little bit. 'Cause I don't know her. I don't know her well enough yet to name her. So for now, she will be brown horse. Makes sense, right?
Mhm.
I love it. Okay. So, I do. I am telling you, the insults are literally so good.
Top-notch.
So
I'm
good.
so glad you appreciated them.
Know as you continue to write, they are near and dear to my heart, for sure.
Lindsay, are you going to do a blanket of all insults? Because that would be a craft I think you should do.
Wait, maybe I can add them to my jacket. So
You
I
totally
have,
can.
I was just thinking.
Demi, I have a jean jacket that I embroider things on from books, like symbols. And I've
Mhm.
actually, I was actually going to ask you tonight what symbol from Road of Bones you think that I should embroider on my jacket. Maybe shite beetle.
Sheep rutting son of a shite beetle.
Sheep rutting.
Symbol
That might be a
and
little
an
too
insult.
long.
SRSOSB. There you go.
There you go.
A chicken. Oh my God, yes.
A chicken
Oh my
Chickens
God.
and rocks, I think. Just like a rock and a chicken.
I'm sorry, Rock. Did you just apologize to that, Rock?
Did you? Yes. I just
People
wanted
love
some
that
chickens.
part. It's so
I do.
funny.
So good.
Yeah,
Like,
like if
who
you could
hasn't
have like
walked
a
into a door frame and-
symbol, like what would you say the symbol for the series?
I don't know.
would
For
be?
some reason, the Road of Bones gives me like a vampire deer. I feel like the vampire deer is kind of symbolic of Scylla like coming into her own.
Yeah.
She like fails so badly that first time. Or she didn't even really try. She was just like, ah! And then,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, for me, I feel like the vampire deer is symbolic and it's like on the main part
Yeah.
cover.
This
and then
one
for
at the
Kingdom
bottom
of
right here?
Claw, it's kind of like a bear, I feel like,
Yeah.
because claw.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also the owl and the serpent. Man, I got a lot of animals, don't I?
You do. Yeah.
There
it's
you
so
go,
good.
Lindsay. Pick all of them.
Pick all of the animals.
So the original cover, this was first Indie Pub, it was a raven sitting on a skull, and that's also
Mhm.
pretty symbolic of like the Road of Bones.
Mhm.
Bones.
That's good. All right,
Okay.
Lindsay, get yourself a vampire deer embroidery.
I know. I mean,
I
I feel
think you
like
could
Sold
do it.
under it.
I feel like I could do this.
I totally think you can. She's become a very good Well, she's always like she crafts everything, and so I
That's
feel
so
like she
cool.
could totally
No,
do
I
it.
think I want a shite beetle though.
Or
Just
do
like a
that
little
and just
pile of
put
it with a beetle on
shite
it.
beetle under it.
I'm gonna make you actually, Demi. I have to remember that I said this. So everyone in our club, remind me this. When we see you in LA, I like made a bunch of bracelets last time. I need to make your bracelet that says, I wonder if I can fit either the whole thing, like
Sheep-breeding son of a
running
shite
son of a
beetle
shite
on
beetle
a
on a bracelet.
bracelet.
If not, I have to figure it out. But I need to make your bracelet to bring.
That would be
I'll look
incredible.
up.
I'm so excited
There-
to go back to
Would you
romantic
wear a
I know.
bracelet that said
Oh, yeah.
sheep-breeding son of a shite beetle?
Hell
Who
yes.
wouldn't?
I'll either give it to you because we'll see you in Atlanta for Love Y'all. And then we'll
Yay!
see you. Yeah, we're so excited. And then we'll see you in LA too. So at one of the two, everybody hold me accountable. I'm going to make that bracelet.
A shite
I'm
beetle
so
bracelet.
excited.
A shite beetle bracelet. We'll all wear shite beetle bracelets.
Are any of you guys doing the axe throwing experience?
In
Oh yeah,
Atlanta.
for
And
Love Y'all,
I-
you're doing
yeah.
Friday night, huh?
I've done
Yeah.
it before. I'm dangerous.
I'm terrible. I did it one time this summer and like, no, I'm not good. I would not survive in the
Mine-
world I write.
Ricocheted off and then came back, and I'm like,
Oh my God,
I'm
yes.
done. I'm gonna go get
Yeah,
a beer.
they do
I'm
bounce.
out.
They
We're
do
good.
bounce.
They do bounce. Yeah,
They do.
bounce.
I was like, there's a GIF out there floating around of this girl like throwing it and it goes rebounds at her head. And I was like, that's exaggerated. Nope. No, it does
Not-
rebound.
not
They do
exaggerated.
occasionally rebound. Not like to that degree in my experience, but they do rebound.
That's
So you
funny.
would not survive as a member of the Blood Axe crew.
Oh God, no. I feel like
wouldn't.
I wrote the characters I wish I could be because like I'm kind of like not. I used to do a lot of camping and stuff, and as an adult, I'm like, I'd rather be warm and like away from the bugs, and I'd rather just be
Yes.
in like reading a book and doing a puzzle and like puttering in my garden. I'm like Frodo. No, I'm like Bilbo from
Yes.
The Hobbit.
Yeah.
I just want my garden and my
Right when he's
sourdough
like, I miss
bread.
my garden. I miss
Yes,
my
books.
Yeah,
I miss
my books. I miss my
That's
garden.
me.
Yep.
I
That's
miss
me.
no other people being around me.
Right.
Exactly.
Peace and
yes.
quiet.
Yes.
Demi, you're also a sourdough girly?
So I like try. I mean, the thing is, like, the sourdough never like fails. It's always edible, but I don't know that I'm that good at it. But yes, I do like making sourdough. It makes me feel like calm and yeah.
Oh,
Bread
Woo.
yeah.
making, yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'd
good.
be like,
Awesome.
all the
A
way.
big baker. Yeah. I love
Mhm.
it. Okay. All right. Let's see what else we got here. All right. So I want to talk about Jonas.
Or I
Guys.
always call him Jonas in my head. So if like depending on how you want to say it, I don't know. If you listen to the audio, you'll probably think he's Jonas. If
Yeah.
you read it, you might think Jonas.
What
But
is
I
he
always-
supposed to be? You
Yeah.
tell us.
I had this conundrum when we came to the pronunciation guide, and it's like, okay, like it would be Jonas. You know, if you're in Iceland, it would be Jonas.
Mhm.
So
It'd be Jonas. Okay.
it's Jonas.
So when you started writing book 1, did you know that that's how it was going to end, that he was going to enter his villain era?
Well, so originally I was going to kill him.
Wow.
Originally I was going to have like a showdown, and he just died. Then I was like, if I keep him,
Wait, who was going to kill him? Can I
Ray.
ask that? Okay.
Ray was going to kill him.
Oh.
And then I was like, if I keep him around, like that's a whole. It made things interesting, and I'm really glad I did, because he's actually one of my. No one's gonna like me for saying this, but he's one of my
Mhm.
favorite people to write, because he's just his moral compass is so rigid. It's like
Yeah.
I always know how he's going to react in a certain scene, because he's
Yeah.
just so rigid in his thinking.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we'll see. I mean, he's buried in an avalanche, so we'll see.
So TBD on Jonas.
Yeah,
Really
I felt
interesting.
like
Can I ask a
Go,
quick
Catherine.
question on that? So, like,
Yeah.
you like the character because he's easy to write because you know how he's going to play out versus a character that's maybe morally gray or can go either way. So they become more complex and so are just more difficult to write. Because I think it's so
Yeah.
interesting that you like the easier to write character rather than the more complex character, where I would have thought it would have been the
Yeah.
opposite.
Actually, I think I kind of answered that a bit wrong in that I do enjoy writing him because he comes to me easily, but that's not the only reason that I like writing him. I actually think he is complex because he's really stuck
Ah.
in this like he's been he's he thinks he needs to do this certain thing. And like
Mhm.
there's a line that Ilya says in The Road of Bones, which is, "Do you really think that our past is our future?" And Jonas is like, "Hell no, like we gotta get our family lands back. We gotta do all this thing." And like he's really driven by this, even if he kind of hates himself for doing it. And I think
Mhm.
um he's got his own character arc and he's just like in the middle of it. So, we'll see
Mm.
how things go. But I think with the whole thing at the end of The Road of Bones where Ilias gets killed, he was in the right to be mad at Scylla. He just like went
Yeah.
way over.
Yeah.
Like and plus,
Yeah.
his possessive tendencies, there were too many red flags at that point. But he
Yeah.
wasn't wrong in his anger. I mean, he deserved to be upset that she withheld that from him. Um that was the part that was the trickiest to write
Mhm.
because if I made Jonas, then that part of the book, what Scylla did, like her character is like irredeemable. But if I
Mm.
made him too mean, then nobody ever bought into the romance. And it was so
Yeah.
tricky. I mean, I know some people still didn't buy into the romance, and that's okay. Because if you
Oh, I
know,
did.
oh, you did?
Oh, you
Got you.
listen, when yes, Demi, you got me. And when everything went down, I went, "What?" And I texted Lindsay and she was like, "Oh, that's why I said you should say interesting cuz she'll text me, "Oh, interesting." And I'm
Oh,
like,
interesting.
"Tell me. Tell me what happens." You got me. You got me. I was
That's our
shocked.
response to each
Sorry.
other. If one of us has read
It was
something
great.
and the other one hasn't, all we'll say is like, "Oh, interesting."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
it.
interesting.
And
It's
honestly, though, Demi, like kind of playing off of that, I did buy into the romance because it's the only way for me as a reader to justify how Jonas turned tail on Scylla so quickly. Like,
Mm.
yes, the death of his brother obviously set him off, but if not for, like, if his feelings for Scylla weren't as strong as they were, he wouldn't have flipped on her so quickly. Like, her betrayal wouldn't have felt so strong
Yeah.
if his feelings weren't as real. Does that make
That's
yeah.
true.
sense? Did I say that right?
Totally. And like he has
Mhm.
been having just, one night stands for the bulk of his adult life. So
Mhm.
him even like being vulnerable and giving her the talisman and opening up to her, like that was big for him. And so um that's why he was so hurt. Is he was he
Yeah.
Mm.
this is like the first time he had made himself that vulnerable to somebody and it really didn't go so well.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
in that scene it went well, but then later on when he was like, "You can't talk to Ray," and she's like, what?"
Yeah. Yeah. I
So,
actually have a
Yeah.
question for you because I
mhm.
I feel like one thing I loved about the switch, even though you did trick me, um, is that I feel like in so
Sorry.
many books, Demi, in so many books that I read, it's like the betrayal or the shift that happens. It's like they've had this master plan the whole time, and for Jonas, it clearly wasn't. He wasn't out to get her from the start. Like something happened that was the catalyst for him to just be like, "Whoa, no!" Like I'm switching gears, and so I'm
Mhm.
curious for you, like in your experience, how different is it to have to write a character that has that good intention and wants all those good things from the start, and then something traumatic and catastrophic happens to them that switches things versus someone who maybe is kind of that secret villain all along? Like what is that process of writing a character like that for you?
I think it was harder,
Mm.
because, like, Ray was kind of a secret villain. I mean, he has his reasons, and you guys know that now from Claw. But like knowing his motives all along really helped shape. It gave me structure, whereas Jonas's descent had to be there was some stuff that had to be like very finessed. I'm like spacing out on the word. I had to be very
Yeah.
careful and like small tweaks to make sure that that it was landing right. And yeah, I felt I had something to add to that, and it just like completely flown my brain.
We
Sorry.
can come back to it.
Uh,
No, that's
Yeah.
that's
nuance was
interesting. I
the
love that.
word I was looking for.
Nuance,
Like,
yeah.
yeah, I had to be very nuanced with his character.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
and also like, I mean, I knew the ending, and so I had like the end point, and to work toward that, it was always like adjusting things, giving him a bit more backstory so people can understand, than just sort of like mapping things out. Like
Mhm.
Jonas was so afraid of becoming his mother that he kind of became his father. Like he was so worried about being victimized that he became the aggressor in some
Yeah.
ways. Um, and then on the other side of things, like I tried to also make it clear that Scylla's feelings didn't necessarily match his, that she was treating him like
Yeah.
a substitute for the leaves, because she quit the leaves and she's had all
Yeah.
these
Mhm.
cravings. She needs a distraction, and so I kind of tried to play that up. I don't know if it came across very well, but
Yeah.
like I kind of was treating that her outlook on their relationship as like he was a replacement for the leaves.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. He was the rebound from not being able to
Mm-hmm.
take the leaves for sure. And she was
Yeah.
like about to end things when everything went down. Like she was about to have that conversation. So I think that
Yeah.
came across. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, Lindsay. Go ahead.
Lindsay in our chat said, "Did you always know that Ilias would be the one to get killed because it impacted the entire crew, not just Jonas? So I wondered if that was intentional from the start to change the group dynamic."
Ooh, that's a good question.
Sadly, yes. He was always going to die. His entire
Oh,
character.
Ilias.
I know.
Okay.
And then I was like,
So
how
then
can I make
both
him so
brothers-
likable? I'm so
So then
mean.
if you were planning on killing off Jonas too, both brothers were going to be goners, huh?
They were, but I'm glad I kept Jonas.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, it did.
Okay.
Ilias's death impacted everyone, and then when you get into Roots of Darkness, you'll see like Gunnar is mourning him, and Sigrun is like freaked out for reasons that you'll find out eventually. Like she's just like she's like got her hood up and she's looking around like, oh my gosh, and she's freaked out. And Hecla is just trying to keep everyone together.
I love Hecla.
And that's what Roots of Darkness is like Hecla just trying to like keep everyone together. There's only 3 of them
You guys
there.
make notes of this because this is what we're going to be talking about next month.
Mhm.
Demi's giving us things that we need to look out for next month's book club here.
I mean, that's in like the
all
first
I'm
chapter,
taking
so.
is Jonas is a cool character. That's all I'm taking from
Yeah.
this.
Oh,
yeah.
Going
Very
into it,
cool.
be like, let's go find out about Jonas.
Yeah. All right. So, Demi, I have a quick question for you. And if you can't answer this, I totally get it. But I noticed several people asked Scylla if she was a twin specifically. Is there more to that?
I think you're referring to like her having multiple powers, right? Because she had the Ashbringer skill, which is like the light and the sword, and then there was this strength where she pushed Ray, and so they think it's Blade Breaker's strength. And so one way for a human to have 2 different abilities is if they like are fraternal twins and they share a womb, and you get that from Skreda in the Road of Bones. So I think that's all that that was alluding to. And Scylla isn't a twin.
Okay, so there's no like
reason.
secret sister.
No, there's no secret.
Not another secret sister.
I'm
Can
like,
you imagine?
should
Oh my
I be
gosh.
making a tab? Should I be annotating for the possibility of a secret sister?
Yeah, no, it's just Saga.
That's what I needed to know. Okay.
But you will find out
So-
about that in Dawn of the North. You'll learn a bit more about that.
Ooh,
Noted.
Okay.
Noted.
Okay.
Write that
All right.
down.
So I want to ask about Scylla and Saga's mind-to-mind connection. So Saga has mine Galdor, right? Am I
Mhm.
saying that right? Galdor?
Yep.
Galdor? Okay.
Yeah.
So I always assumed that their mind to mind connection came from her. But there's also mention in book 1 when Scylla says something in her mind and Ray hears it. And she thinks to herself, oh, I must have said that out loud.
Okay,
So,
so in my mind, that Scylla actually did say it out loud, and she's just like being
okay.
ditzy. So
Got it.
Okay.
yeah, so
Okay.
Scylla doesn't. It actually in my mind, this ability to speak mind to mind does come from Saga. So you're not wrong
Okay.
there.
Okay. I
All
just
right.
want to make
Scylla's
sure
a bit
again,
ditzy
like,
sometimes.
I kind of love that.
Yeah.
So I was
That's
like, wait,
actually
did I
great.
say that
Okay.
out loud?
Yeah. Okay,
She's
so
like the
then their
Viking Valley
mind to
girl.
mind connection comes from Saga's mind Galder, then,
Yeah.
right? Okay,
Yep.
cool. Okay. So speaking of it, I want to kind of talk about her mental health. Is it fair to say that she's agoraphobic? Is that the right term? For
Yeah,
her?
that's how I approached it.
Okay.
Although obviously, like back then, they didn't have the language for it, so it's kind of hard to
Right. Yeah.
show it without
Yeah.
medical
Without
terminology
using the
and
word.
things.
Yeah.
But yes.
I always found it interesting reading her story that she can hear people's thoughts, which is like a freedom that is almost the opposite of agoraphobia in a way.
Mm-hmm.
And so the fact, I wondered if she, like, I guess my question is like, how did Galders work? Like, do you develop a Galder? Like, did she develop that because of her fear of imprisonment, or are you born with your Galder?
So you're born with it, but it doesn't manifest until like puberty. Um, so she didn't. Her parents couldn't have helped her through it or anything like that. Like she, what do you call it? Manifested it. It came to be when she was with her foster family, but
Yeah.
I don't think of it as like their environment shaping it. I suppose I think of it as genetic. However, it's not like, an ash bringer will create an ash bringer. I mean, to be honest,
Yeah.
I didn't go like that tight into like genetics.
Yeah.
Which is why like Scylla has Ashbringer and Saga has the reader ability. And then when you meet, well, you guys have met Vig and Rooney. They both have different
Love Vig.
Galder as well. Yeah, Vig was inspired by a guy in my hometown. Like I'm from northern Canada, and this guy wore shorts year round. Like it would be minus 20 Celsius, and he'd be downtown in his shorts. And I was like, I need
That
something
tracks.
about Vig that's gonna stick out, and that was he's gonna be like him.
I love the
so
scene
funny.
where they're all together and they're like explaining what they did, and he's like, and Vig was there too. Like talking about himself in the third person. He's like, Vig too. Like, oh, that made me laugh so hard.
And Vig. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, I want to know if you know in your mind the backstory of how Rika and Harpa came to live together.
Oh my gosh, I actually don't. I
We want it.
should. I should
We
dig
want
into
you to,
it.
think about that,
Yeah.
please.
Like you haven't seen the last of them, so
Okay.
I need to figure that out. But yeah, isn't that funny? Like I have thought through some crazy deep things that haven't made it into the book, but I have no idea about that.
I find their relationship so intriguing that the entire time I found myself thinking like, I wonder how they came to be together and they came to live together, because it's clear that they've been together for a long time. And so I always wondered why and how.
Now
and
I'm gonna
what
have to
that
go
story
brainstorm that
was.
up.
Oh, yeah.
That is just so fascinating that an author can create an entire world, and then there are parts of that world that are still a mystery to even the author, like the creator. And it's just it's such
How
a
fun.
fascinating concept
Yeah.
to me.
I mean,
to have a
that's-
conversation with somebody like that.
Yeah.
Well, because that's such a random pairing that there's no way that you can think of all
Right.
of those
All the
things.
things.
Next
but
shower thought, she's gonna come up.
Right.
I know.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah,
that's where
yeah,
I do my best
exactly.
brainstorming.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
I
We
do
make
like-
jokes about that all the time.
The purpose of Rika's character was to kind of like show the wonder of the North. You know, you got the ice spirits, and then you've got the smoke spirit. So her character was kind of to enhance the wonder, but I also kind of felt like Harpa would be lonely in that cabin by herself. And so
Yeah, for
whereas
sure.
she was supposed to be kind of surly, but then her character evolved. I don't know that she was all that surly in the end, but I felt like she needed some companion. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to think of somebody alone in a cabin by themselves, even though she's always doing her weaving and all that stuff. But
They both were, but just not to Scylla anymore. Like both Rika and Harpa both had their surly sassiness, but it just softened to Scylla.
yeah,
But I think they're still surly and sassy to everybody else.
yeah. She broke through
Selectively
there.
sassy.
Won them over like
Yeah.
she wins everyone over.
Of
Yeah,
course.
that's true.
Of course.
That's what our
Even
girl
Brown
does.
Horse, right?
Even Brown Horse.
Even Brown Horse.
She
I
doesn't
love it.
give up.
Okay. So fun things. I would love to know what your hobbies and nerd things are outside of your books. What is Demi outside of books?
So I read a lot. I usually have like 3 books on the go at a time.
I love it.
And I do puzzles. And I have a
Ooh, fun.
garden, but I'm kind of not, I live in the warm part of Canada, so we don't have snow. Excuse me, but so I'm ignoring the garden right now. It's kind of half dead. But and I do sourdough on the weekends, and
There you
There you
go.
go.
I used to have a food blog. I used to really like cooking, but I've kind
Ooh.
of fallen out of love with it a little bit. So uh I do cook a little bit on the weekend, but my husband is like taking over all the cooking.
Thank
But
you.
yeah, like I found it really fun to kind of like just to dip my toe back into cooking, to do cookbooks. So, you know, trying out recipes I enjoy that.
Yeah. I
Mm.
love it.
Do you have
What
a
are you
cuisine that's your
reading?
favorite? Oh, sorry.
No, go.
So my favorite cookbook right now is the Ambitious Kitchen cookbook. I just love her
Okay.
flavor profiles, and she does like all her stuff is like relatively healthy.
Yeah.
But I just love the flavor combos she comes up with, and like I found some amazing recipes in her cookbook.
Ambitious Kitchen. Literally looking it
Ambitious
up right
Kitchen.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's
Heard
amazing.
here
Go
by
and
Demi
check
Winters. Okay.
it out.
Thank you.
What are you reading right now, Demi?
I'm reading Princess of Blood. You get it?
Ooh.
I'm doing the audio, so it's already shelved. Princess of Blood. I am reading an arc of Lindsay Hart's book, and I'm terrible with titles, so I have to like look on my Goodreads. It's called
Demi Winters is an arc reader.
I love this.
The Thorns We Inherit.
Yes. Okay. Lindsay and Catherine, this is the book that Meg told us about. We've heard of this
It's
one and
really
like
good.
have it on our radar.
Is it good?
Okay, great.
Okay.
So far, it's like the world building is really cool. There's like this mist, and she's trying to get this special flower to help cure her brother. And I'm only in like the 9th chapter, but yeah, I'm really enjoying it.
You have to let us know how it ends. Well, not how it ends. Don't spoil, but what you think at the end, because we've heard of it.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
the
so
Tales
there's
of
something.
Nixara one. That's right. I do have
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
I have like my normal TBR, but then I literally have an iPhone Notes TBR just to keep track of. Some random person told me to read this book.
Yes.
That's so funny. And I one book that I read recently that was amazing is August Lane by Regina Black. It is
Okay.
cowboy. It's like country music romance, but with like a Black perspective on it. It was really, really good. Like this book needs to blow up. It was incredible.
It's called
That's awesome.
August Lane.
August Lane. So it's like I wouldn't call it a rom-com. Like it's not funny, but it's a contemporary romance.
Okay.
And it's just
by
like
Regina Black.
messy
Got it.
and layered and so good.
I love messy.
Ooh, a
Yeah.
second chance romance
Yeah.
novel about a washed up country singer adds to cart.
Okay, and he got like super famous off of the song that she wrote, but he took writing credit for it.
Ooh,
Yeah. And so,
I'm in.
so he became like a superstar, and she's stuck in this like tiny town. Yeah.
Okay.
And she forgives him?
Oh, well.
Wait, don't spoil it. Okay,
I was gonna
yeah.
say, I
I
hope
shouldn't have
not.
asked that. I shouldn't have asked that. Okay, sorry.
I will say the groveling that he did was really good.
On your
Okay.
knees.
Like yeah. I can't say anything without spoiling it.
Yeah.
In that respect, the groveling also better include monetary reparations. I'm just saying.
And
Right.
get on
Give
your
me-
knees.
And
Give
get on
me
your
your
knees.
royalties, please.
Money
also.
on your knees.
Love it.
Love it. Okay. What about well, we better do our giveaway. Let's do
Wait,
it.
Lindsay, before the
Yes.
giveaway, we do have
Okay.
one question in our chat. I do think it will be a good one to take
Okay.
for it. It says how the series and how has the series and the success changed your day to day?
Oh.
Good question. Okay. When I said I had a food blog, I actually used to professionally run a food blog. So that was my
Wow.
9 to 5, and I just like burnt out so bad on it.
Yeah.
So as I was writing these books, I was like, imagine if, I got a book deal and I could sell my blog and like move on to a new chapter. And so when I got the book deal, I sold my food blog. I ended up selling it to a friend. And so it's like, I know I don't want to call it my baby because nobody would sell their baby. She's taken care of it really well.
Yeah.
So that was really amazing. And yeah, it's very cool to see people connecting with the characters and the world.
Mhm.
Because like I said, I was going through like a really bad case of burnout. It was like a pretty rough mental health stretch for me. So parts of the
Yeah.
books were really cathartic to write. And I just love that people are connecting with it. So
That's
Yeah.
great.
it's been amazing.
Okay, we've got one last one. People
Okay.
are dying for it in the chat. If Rhoda Bones was a movie or a show, who is your fan cast?
Okay. So
Oh, she was ready.
You
Oh,
know.
she ready. Okay, I used to struggle so hard with Ray's character. And I used to say Winston Duke, who played M'Baku in Black Panther.
Yes.
He's that
Mhm.
guy who's like this.
Yes.
And he's got that, but he is like funny and like he's got like all this commentary happening all the time. So personality wise, not at all. But then I saw the Anthony Joshua. He's that boxer who boxed. What's the Jake
Yeah.
guy?
The chats are blowing
Yes.
up. This is
Yes,
so funny.
yeah, you should.
Hold
yeah.
on.
Oh
Hold
my
on. Let me
gosh.
see. Will it
You
show
guys-
everybody? Here he is.
Anthony Joshua. That is my Ray.
Ooh.
No
hello.
question. He like
Yes,
he's
please.
yeah, he had that like even that quiet sort of
Mhm.
swagger that I was like,
Mhm.
oh my gosh, that is Ray. I never. I'm gonna sound like such a like weirdo, but like I actually did a double take.
Sound like a weirdo.
And
Come
I
on.
went and
Do
went
it.
and like Googled him, and I was like, okay, this is like my new fan cast. And then threads like blew up with everybody like, who is this guy? So, anyways, I wasn't alone at least.
No,
Um,
not alone.
Googling men is not weird.
No,
No,
who
that's
is this person?
acceptable.
I need to know who you are.
That is
Oh
my gosh.
standard.
I do have some
So-
of your fan art here that you gave me. Let's see. I've got this is Rurik and Saga.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I
That's a
have
good
to
one.
like. I
And
can't.
then-
I always forget his name.
I've got
Like-
a Hecla here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I love Hecla and her
he's the
hair.
guy
She's
that
just
broke
so
Jake
cool.
Paul's jaw. Okay,
He
now
sure
I remember
is.
him from
He is.
recent. Yes,
That's why I like him even more. I'm
that's
just kidding.
Nice.
Jake Paul, don't come for me.
And he like
Yep.
had a smirk on his face before he did it, which I feel like Ray
It's
would
the
do
smirk
that
for you.
Ray
Absolutely.
would do that.
Ray
Yes,
would
have a
smirk for sure.
Um,
love
so for Scylla, I always pictured like a young Lily Collins, like not Emily in Paris
Oh.
Lily Collins, but like Mortal,
Mortal
Instruments.
Instruments.
Yeah,
Mortal
Lily
Instruments,
Collins.
Lily Collins. Yeah.
You know who
Yeah,
Scylla
yeah,
was
with
for me?
curly hair.
This is going to be really random, but a young Andy McDowell is who I pictured as
Oh,
Scylla.
That works.
I
And
think it
it's
was like
Andy's
the
hair. Perfect.
wild. I think it was the curly hair. Yeah.
Yeah, that
But
fits.
it's-
I can
it's
see
her, Lindsay. It's not her daughter, who's basically now a young Andy McDowell.
Oh my
Wait, who's
God.
Andy McDowell's
old?
daughter?
Oh, you've seen her in what was that Netflix show, The Maid? I want to say it was.
Wait, that's
Maybe.
Andy McDowell's daughter?
that. This is my
Yes.
Saga. This is who I
Yes.
picture for Saga. So
Mhm.
Totally
she's
see that.
a model, and this pin is not giving me her name.
She's kind of giving like a high fashion Dakota Fanning.
I was
My
just going to say
husband is-
Dakota Fanning.
My husband's bringing me more wine. Thank
That-
I
you.
just
that's
heard
right.
the clink, and that was
Yep.
fantastic.
That's a lot. Oh wow. Okay, that's a lot. Thank you so much.
Hello.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
here.
need to see
Here I
later.
am.
Thank
Just
you.
come on. Next house.
Come
Yes.
down the block.
Make the road.
The girls say go to their house. Thank you.
Yep.
the
Demi,
road
I
of
think
wine,
we told you this,
please.
but
Road of
where-
wine.
Road of
This
wine.
is
Oh,
my
who's
Cassander.
this? Ooh.
Oh, yes, please.
His-
What's his name?
His name
Okay.
is I'm gonna butcher this. His name is Goncalo Texiera. Or Texera.
Giancarlo. Giancarlo. Yeah.
Giancarlo.
Gian- Giancarlo Teixeira,
Giancarlo.
probably.
Teixeira.
Oh.
Goncalo.
Hello. Oh, I'm gonna
Gonzalo?
look that man up
Maybe
for-
it's a soft C.
for research purposes.
For
Originally, he
research.
was going to be like Henry Cavill, but then I got kind of over. There's too many Henry Cavill.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, there's not.
He's-
No,
Yeah.
there's not. No, there's not.
Yes, there
Catherine
is.
is a big
Yes, there is.
Henry Cavill stan, but
Lindsay Morgan is my Hecla. I don't know if you guys
Ooh.
ever
Okay.
watched The 100, but I loved Raven
Oh,
in
yes.
The
Okay.
100.
Okay.
That's my picture.
Jacinda says, "Oh my God."
chronically show that was canceled way too early.
Yes.
Yeah.
Abandoned it.
Mhm. Yeah. Okay.
Man.
All right. Let's do
This
our
is a
giveaway.
great fan cast.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
fun. But I
Lindsay,
think we have
tell-
to do our giveaway.
Tell everybody, because I don't know that everybody actually knows. Tell
Yeah,
everybody
so
what they're about to
we-
go into.
Here's what we're gonna do. Demi has volunteered. I don't know if that's the right word.
Offered.
She is so graciously offered to give away a signed copy of both Road of Bones and Kingdom of Claw tonight. So we are giving away signed copies to one lucky person here. Okay. So we're going to give them away. Catherine is going to pick somebody in the chat. Know that if you want to do this, though, you have to be ready to come on camera. Okay. So let's pick someone to get on camera. Know that Natalie said, well, hell.
And no one is judging you. We're
No
like,
one cares.
don't care what you look like, but you're
We
gonna have
don't-
to answer
we
some
could-
questions.
Give two shits what you look like. We literally don't care.
You told
But-
me to come as I am.
I did. I
Natalie.
did tell her
But
that.
Natalie,
yes.
here's the thing, Natalie, we love you as you are. We literally don't care if you have a bra on. We don't care if you have a bra on or not.
No.
Look, I could not have a
I
bra
know,
on right now, and you
you're
would never
fine.
know.
No,
Just have a shirt on. Yep.
Just have a shirt on. That's all that we ask. Whether it
We are
has a
18
bra on
plus,
underneath,
but listen,
we don't
we-
care, right? So, Catherine, pick away.
It's gonna spin your.
So what
spin
we're
your
going to
wheel,
do
Kath.
is I'm going to read a couple of quotes from the first two books, and you are going to need to tell me who said that quote in the book. Okay? So you're going to need to remember some characters. I did pick, I think, pretty well that I think I tried to make it obvious who said it based on the quote.
Mhm, mhm.
I will
think.
not be offended if you don't get it.
And they're
Just so you
major,
know.
and they're major characters too. Like if you have to
Yeah,
guess.
I didn't.
I
pick,
might not
like,
even get these.
random ones.
Yeah. Demi's gonna
wait.
be like, "Who said that?"
Am
That's
I
from my
picking
book.
based on who gets it correct, or am I just picking?
No,
'cause
just pick
I'm
a
like
random
God?
person. You are
Oh, I
you
have
are
power.
you are a god right now. You have infinite cosmic power,
Mm.
itty bitty living space right now.
All right.
Please.
You want me to pick now? You want me to pick now? You
Yeah.
want me to pick now?
All
All
right.
right.
Let's do
Lacking in a total name here, but I'm going for SK. She has been the
Okay.
most engaging this entire
go.
time.
Let's do it,
And
SK.
She said, "I'm ready."
So,
All caps.
all right,
caps.
so SK, I think the way
Okay.
you're gonna do it is there? Do you see a button to like call in? If you see that as an option, go ahead and click that, and we'll be able to accept it. And then if you can't see that, let us know.
Then you
in the
lose and you
chat.
get nothing.
You get
I
nothing.
love it.
Good day, sir. I'm just
Good
kidding.
day, sir. I was going to say, are you quoting Willy Wonka? Because that's what, when you
Yes,
said that, that's what I was
absolutely.
quoting. Yes.
You lose.
You get nothing. Good day, sir.
Good day,
It's
sir.
the big
SK.
green button. There's a button that says.
Are you on your phone or are you on your computer?
Oh, yes. Only Chrome people are going to be able to call in, unfortunately.
Okay, well, I have a question though, because we just
can
got
do
her
it in the
so
chat.
excited. I was going to say, can we do it in the chat?
We'll do it in the
So
chat.
nobody answer. Nobody
SK,
answer, please.
you are it. No one else in the chat except for SK. SK, are you ready?
Silence.
She is ready.
She says
Silenzio,
ready.
Bruno.
She's like, okay.
Sorry, I don't know if I'm assuming he or she. I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. SK is ready.
SK's ready.
SK is ready.
Shelby. Okay,
Shelby. Okay, good. Okay, cool. Shelby, ready. Who said this? Are you trying to provoke me, Curls?
You talking to me?
I know this one.
Oh, we have an answer. Ray.
Unfortunately, that is incorrect. But that's okay.
Let's give her another question.
We have more. She's is
crying.
Jonas. Jonas is the one that called. That was his nickname for Scylla in book 1. His nickname for her was Curls. But don't worry, we have more chances.
I'm
Don't
Thomas
worry.
Shelby. I can do this.
I just quoted
now.
Thomas Shelby today as my sister and her husband left my house, which they're both on this right now, I'm pretty sure. And I quoted Thomas Shelby. No fighting. Anyway.
No fucking fighting.
No fucking fighting.
Fucking fighting.
No
Okay.
fucking fighting.
Sorry. All right. Next quote. Ready? Shelby, are you ready? I decided I would do what I wanted. To learn how to fight and to travel, to see this kingdom. I want to live free, to live big while my heart still beats. What's our guess?
I'm projecting the answer to you.
Take a second. Think it through.
This person may have had their own book written for them that we're not talking about today, that we're going to talk about. Yay, you got it right,
Hecla!
Yay! Okay, one right. Let's keep going because this is fun. Okay. Next quote. I'm afraid I've been cursed with a disobedient tongue. It speaks before I form proper thought and locks up when it should not.
Is this me?
It's not Catherine.
That was like me coded right there.
Not Saga. Maybe somebody
But
maybe
related.
Try again.
Yeah!
Bella.
We're the worst at like
We're
sticking
the
to rules.
worst.
No,
at
you're
sticking
not
to
the
rules.
worst. You're not the worst.
That's what she meant. That's what
the
she
worst.
meant.
Okay.
She just
Oh my gosh, we have more chances for you. Ready? Here we go.
Ready?
Yeah, you're just a bad typer. That's what it
you
was.
read them in November.
just
So many
doing
books
the
have
quote,
happened in your
guys.
head.
Yeah.
she got
you're
locked
just a bad
up when
typer.
she should not. She's just doing the
Okay.
quote.
Ready? I'm going to read you this one. Ready? You're looking beautiful as sunrise. May your mead never spill, your stockings never tear, and your bathhouse never be haunted by evil spirits.
Was this Russian? Lindsay, was this Russian?
I loved
That was a pretty good accent. That's better than I could do.
was not expecting this accent
Is
to come out.
the wife of a Russian? The accent was beautiful.
That is true. Catherine's husband is Russian.
Oh, that's
But
so
does
cool.
not sound like that at all,
He
for the
doesn't. He
record.
sounds American, but he can tell you if that's a good one, and he probably would have been like, "Oh God, Lindsay, stop talking."
You are looking beautiful as sunrise.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She got it right.
That
Look,
is right.
look what she said.
She got it right.
Okay. And the last one just for funsies because swoon. Okay, ready? I want you all the time. I want you everywhere. It's becoming a real problem. She's already answered it. I want you on the longest day when you came out in that dress. I wanted you when you pushed me across that field on the way to Crackies. I wanted you when you killed the vampire deer, when you blackmailed me, even when you tried to steal my God's damned horse. I've wanted you since the night you stormed up to me and told me I couldn't frighten you away. That was it for me, sunshine. Swoon Ray. I mean, come on, bud.
She got it after 2 words. I loved
yeah.
it.
Oh, she went full
she went
name.
full name.
Rainier Galtung Joshua.
I'm obsessed.
I like that she called him
character?
Joshua at the end.
Joshua.
That is fabulous.
New last name.
New
Yeah.
last name. I mean, it totally fits, right? Galtung
Yeah.
Joshua?
Yeah.
Right.
That's Scandinavian.
Why not?
That's Scandinavian. If we have a Jonas and a Joshua.
Joshua.
Jonas.
Yeah.
Joshua.
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 Joshua. Come
Oh
on.
my gosh.
Okay, so Shelby, hit us up. Maybe DM us. Can you DM us with your info and we will get with you? Perfect.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want her to
Congrats.
in our Patreon or in our DMs? We'll take
Do
a look
it
at
in
Either one.
Instagram just because
I
we
know where
tend
she is.
to check
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
We'll find you. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, yeah.
We
I
will
know her
send-
handle.
That sounded
I know her
ominous.
handle.
We will find you.
That
We-
wasn't weird.
We will
I
find
promise.
you and we will send
You're
we will
looking-
send you Demi Winters
Yeah,
signed
Shelby,
books.
Shelby, you look beautiful as sunrise.
I'm dying.
Don't
You
threaten
guys
us
are
with
all
some
really
Demi
good at
Winters
these.
books.
The Russian accent was like hard for me to write, and you guys are
No,
just nailing it with like free speaking.
Well,
To
for
be
me, it's
fair,
I have a
Right.
family to call on.
Catherine does have a Russian husband, and Kelly and I watched Heated Rivalry last night together.
We did.
so-
Okay, did you guys kind of think Rurik and Ilya are like not the same, but so they have some similarities? Like,
Yes.
I hear him when he talks. I hear Ilya when Rurik speaks now.
yeah.
yeah,
And I need Rurik
Because
to ask
Ilya's
what
funny
color.
and Rurik
He
is
is.
funny.
Yes.
I love
Dry
Rurik
humor.
so much. I really
I
do.
feel like Rurik is more playful than Ilya because Ilya was raised in such a stern
Yeah.
house that
yeah.
even though Cassandra was too, but anyway,
Mhm.
he's more playful.
I love
love
that.
Wait, Shelby says, hold on, I have to scroll back up. She said, I wish I could come on camera because I got to see Demi at Romantasy BookCon and I had the craziest makeup on.
Wait, what makeup on? Oh my gosh.
Now I'm curious.
Wait, you met her in October?
wait, I want to know.
Did we meet you in person in October? Were you this one?
Warrior
The
Witch.
Warrior Witch.
Warrior Witch. Wait, I want to see a picture.
Okay, yeah, send us a
Yeah,
picture.
send us a
And we'll make
picture.
sure that we get it to Demi. That's
Did
so
you
great.
have blue skin? There was like someone who had like full blue face paint.
Oh, I
Ooh,
remember
that's
seeing that
cool.
person. Yes.
Shelby, were
There
you
was
Face
such
Had
good
paint.
cosplay.
paint.
I had face
Was
paint.
it blue?
I was
it
gold.
blue?
And
You
I
were
was
gold.
picking gold out of my ears for about
You say
4 days.
you were picking. I
Oh,
slept next
it
to
was
you.
her,
wearing
blue and
blue.
black.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
That's amazing.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
love it.
amazing.
So the cosplay at Romantasy BookCon was pretty good.
So good.
Yeah.
I went to Book Scouts and Crowns this year and it was
Yeah.
insane because like that's a big focus of Book Scouts and
Yeah.
Crowns. And I was just like, I think people just go to the costume
Yes.
stuff. Like I don't think
Yes.
sometimes some of them probably don't even go to the book stuff. I was like,
yeah.
holy crap, like people, how are you flying with this stuff?
I
These
know.
dresses and things.
Look,
That's
if I want to
amazing.
fly with a diadem, I'm just gonna need
A
diadem?
diadem. I'm just gonna need
Diadem.
TSA to be okay with this because
They will
I
be.
can fly with what I want to
Yeah.
fly with, and if I want to put
We
it on
can
my
wear
head,
them.
yeah,
on
we
the
can wear
plane.
them
Demi,
wherever
do
we
you
want.
have your diadem ready for Dragons and Diadems at Romantasy BookCon?
No,
you know,
I
you
don't.
need a crown. You need a crown.
Brown. I picked mine out
I
last
have
night.
like a sunburst one that I got
Sure.
from
That's pretty.
Amazon. So maybe I'll just
Do
bring
whatever you
that.
want. Do whatever you
I
want.
can
You're
bring
Demi
you one.
Winters.
I've got a
Do what
few
you want.
extra.
Yeah.
Just be like, I'm Demi
Nice.
Winters. This is my crown.
I
I'm
might
Demi
be like,
Winters.
I always go to the ball. I love a dance
There's-
floor, so
It was
I always
so
go to
fun.
the ball. But oh man, this February is going to be pretty crazy. I don't know if
Yeah.
I can.
We'll be
can't
there. We'll be
fully
right there with
committed.
you.
Be right there.
I have a ticket, so
Mhm.
yeah.
We'll pressure
Alright.
you. We'll be like, come on.
We'll
let's
make
go.
you dance with us.
We'll-
Don't worry.
We'll go live at the ball and be like, do we see
Yes.
Demi Winters?
We see
Okay,
Demi
I'm kidding.
Winters.
The Romantasy BookCon balls are always so good. I mean,
So
in
fun.
the 2 that I've attended, but like
They're so
they had
good.
fire jugglers and stilt walkers last year at LA. It was
Yeah.
incredible.
It is
Yeah,
also
they're
just
amazing.
amazing, like girl empowerment. Everybody is now a best friend,
great.
and
Oh,
we're just
yeah.
having. You can be as dorky as you want to be. We're going to have fun, and we
And
fully
the
support
men-
No
you.
one cares. Yeah.
The
No
men on
one
the
cares.
dance floor are all green flags. They're
Yes.
all like safe,
Absolutely.
like trust your drink with
Yes.
them kind of
Yep.
people.
Yes.
Yep,
Yes.
Yes.
absolutely.
You
Love
do
it.
you.
Such
You
a
have
great
fun.
community.
We've got you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this was so much fun, you guys. I actually had so many more questions that I didn't get to. I had to be particular about my
Selective, yeah.
questions. I have to be selective because
Oh,
we had
shucks.
too much fun together and
We're just
chatted
gonna
too
have
much.
to talk to her next month, Lindsay.
Oh man.
Oh,
We'll
Demi, you want to
talk
come back again?
more.
I'm excited. That'll be,
I
and then I
know.
can spill all the beans.
Yes.
Well, and
No more
you've got a
secrets.
I know you've got a book coming out in T minus
Like 2
how many
weeks.
3
days?
weeks?
2 weeks?
It'll be like
Ish?
Tuesday, so February 3rd. So as of tomorrow,
Ooh.
and then 2 weeks. Yeah,
That's
crazy.
Yeah.
amazing. Congratulations.
Thank
That's
you.
so much fun for
Yeah,
you. So
congrats.
we will all be lined up waiting
Awesome.
for our copies, right?
Yes, I will send
at our
you guys
favorite
some.
bookstores.
Oh.
Also,
Mm.
as I turn around,
Where you going?
I'm doing
That
a
was such
scavenger
a Bond
hunt.
move.
It was.
Let me just come back with my cats, and I'll be.
Yes. I was like, whoa, what is that chair?
I'm doing a scavenger hunt with my street team, and I have these like swag packs. And I don't know if you girls would be interested in participating, but I could send them to you, and then you get to keep one, and then 2 of them you got to go hide in a book in the bookstore.
Let's do
Not
it.
in a copy of
Yes.
Dawn of the North, hopefully.
Let's do
That's
it.
like-
We
Done.
have
Fun.
we have
Awesome.
really, really great indie bookstores that we love
Fantastic.
around us. So
Awesome.
we would love to do that. We would love to do that. That'd
Awesome.
be
And
really
so,
fun.
yeah, because, and then the big thing is like to tag the bookstore after so people know
Yeah.
where to get it. And then
Done.
to tag me as
Absolutely.
well so I can amplify it. Yes, I will
Yeah.
send you some. Awesome.
That
Yes,
would be
great.
so great.
Yes.
Um,
And then Jacinda
thanks,
just asked,
guys.
is there a list of cities where you can find those little swag packs in? Or
we
how
don't have
or
a
is it
list.
just like being okay?
It's just going to be like my street team going out, and they'll be tagging the store, and we'll be sharing in our stories, and then I'll probably
Got
do
it.
a highlight where they're all saved so you can like go through. It's not like an
Perfect.
exact science, but
Got
Yeah.
it.
and then if you
So
find
keep
it, one
on
of the
their
things
socials.
inside is like to enter a giveaway to receive a full set of signed hardcovers, signed and
Ooh,
personalized.
Wow.
So that's what we're doing on release week. That'll be a lot of fun.
So
Amazing.
exciting for you. I can't
Yeah.
wait. Oh,
We're
you've got
in. We
some
will do that.
exciting couple weeks
Oh,
up
yes.
ahead of you. And plus, like you said, you've got Love Y'all will be there with you. That's
Mhm.
in our hometown here in Atlanta.
Nice.
And then we'll be in LA with you at Romantasy BookCon. So we will have plenty of opportunities. And then of course you'll be back for us in February to talk about Roots of Darkness and Dawn of the North. So
Yes. Awesome.
you'll
Well, thank
get
you for having me.
lots of banner and bookmarks and Demi Winters coming up here.
That's awesome.
Love it.
Thank
All
you.
right, everybody.
Guys.
Sorry that we went a little bit over time, but I think it was absolutely worth it, right? Sorry, Demi, that we
100%.
took up a little bit more of your time.
Oh
we
my gosh.
appreciate
No, it was
you
fun.
so much hanging out with us.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Yeah. All right, everybody. Cheers.
Cheers.
I
my
know for everybody that wasn't able to join, Kelly is going to put the video up on Patreon pretty soon.
Yes, I'm going to try
Um,
tonight. So TBD.
Yeah. But thanks everybody for joining. Let us know if you have any questions. And thanks, Demi. We appreciate you
Thanks
so
for
much.
having me.
We'll see you next month.
Are we going to
Thanks,
do our
Demi.
typical exit, ladies?
Ready?
Okay. Yeah. Ready, Demi? We do the really annoying millennial exit. Okay. Ready?
Like
1, 2, 3.
Ready?
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Bye, guys.
Jacinda and Natalie knew. Okay, bye, guys.
Bye.